Hey friends, welcome to a Thanksgiving edition of Gardening with Creekside. So, happy Thanksgiving to all of our fellow U.S. people. It is a great holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is my absolute favorite holiday of the year.
It is.
It is. I embrace it. And in fact, we're filming this just a couple of days early so that we can fully enjoy Thanksgiving Day, all the fun food and the parade and the dog show and
and just hanging out with the family and just kind of, taking it all in as family. I think that's what's missed with the hurry with everything else that's going on in the world and everything. Seems like every year, there's a customer here, I think it was last week, that said that, Thanksgiving seems to be getting forgotten, because we're pushing, right into Christmas, right?
Right, and we do adore Christmas, obviously.
Yeah.
But we don't have a Christmas tree up yet.
No,
we
we
always
don't.
have our great Thanksgiving holiday tradition of getting our tree up. But the point of this, sorry, we kind of got a little sidetracked there. The point of today's video is just a kind of a little bit of a reflection of all of the wonderful many things that we are thankful for, both personally and professionally, and just kind of reflect a little bit back on it. And I think it's very important to acknowledge your blessings and your gifts in life, and it turns into a more thankful heart. So what better day to do that than here at Thanksgiving? We do have a child on the way home from college, and so we're going to silence the old phones there. Sorry about that. We forgot to do that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on.
Well, there is. So we'll start. One thing I do want to start with that is, so you know that our oldest, we have 3 teenagers. Our oldest is a freshman, Anderson University in South Carolina. There is another Anderson University. She is the one in South Carolina. But I tell you, that was something really unexpected, is that when our kids, right, we respect their privacy. And so she was very open and fine with us talking about that she was going there, and she doesn't mind that one bit. But the amount of viewers and customers who live in the Anderson area who, when they found out that Emily was going to Anderson, reached out to us and were like, hey, if she ever needs, and fill in the blank, anywhere from restaurants to churches to doctor's offices to home cooked meals to babysitting jobs, everything. And so, it has been a huge blessing for her and for us to know that our Creekside family is right there and helping take care of her. She, in fact, this past weekend, spent the day with sweet Katie and her husband, and it was just an absolute blessing. She called me and she was like, Mama, and you're never sure, how that phone call is going to start when it goes, Mama. And she said, I had the best day. And so, and Katie is one of our viewers who is very involved with Anderson, but she took Emily under her wing this weekend, and she had an amazing time with you.
Yeah, we're very thankful for all those situations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Takes a village.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. All right, so what do you want to chit-chat about? We do have our coffee.
Well, thankful for coffee.
I tell you, now that the time's changed, I think it's only 4:30. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, and it's getting quite...
I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy it when it switches because I enjoy getting my morning back. But at the same time, I don't know, here in the last several weeks, it's been really hard in the afternoons. And I know with everybody working, we're standing around at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we're thinking it's time to wrap it up. And,
it's time for supper.
And it's just the way the sun changes, which is all by design, and it's just it's that time of year to start slowing down, and
I love it.
So that's good. We enjoy our change of seasons and time and everything like that.
And we're blessed also to live, here in North Carolina, where we get to experience 4 seasons, as far as temperature wise, and we're not at a constant whatever degree. We're very nice, about 3 months for each season.
Yeah, we got it right now, just a little bit of a drought, so it's kind of.
But tomorrow's supposed to rain, so that's a good thing. So that we're thankful for when it rains. If it will do that again.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So one thing that we really wanted to kind of start and talk about this, and this whole idea of this video was our Megan's idea. And she said, Mama, why don't y'all do like a Thanksgiving special and just kind of highlight the different things that we are thankful for. And I dare say, like, one of them, like the huge, most like glaring obvious one is you, our customers. We are so incredibly thankful for you. And Jerry and I were talking about this, and we could have gone through and read comments or read the handwritten letters that y'all have given us, but I don't want to. My fear would be that I forget somebody and that I forgot to mention, you know, Susie Q or Bob or whoever, you know, and so instead of just naming people specifically, you know who you are. We have gotten quite a lot of handwritten letters in the mail, which is always such a beautiful blessing. And we even got one 2 weeks ago from the same lady same customer. She wrote us one, and then she wrote one to Cece because Cece was helping her at the nursery, and to take the time to write a note and send it is incredibly special. So we are very grateful for those folks of you that, of course, I love getting mail, right? So that, and then all the nice comments on social media of just support. Not that we have to be, you know, stroked, but it sure is nice to hear somebody say, you know what, I appreciate what you're doing. We all like to be appreciated.
Well, I do think it's important. I find myself, yeah, I mean, we watch YouTube videos, and it's rare that I comment, but, you know, if I do, it's just some sort of positive thing or some sort of feedback. You know, I usually don't hit a Google review unless maybe the company has asked, or like today, you know, I got something, you know, we did for your birthday, and we went out and they sent a feedback suggestion to see if we would, how we rated the experience. And I really find that very helpful, you know, and because that helps the company, you know. And of course, it was a 10. I gave them a 10, but it helps them, and it helps the company, it helps the people that there are working, you know, the employees. So more so than Google reviews. Yeah. Right,
it does. And so any kind of, I think when you can get a nice positive feedback, and not that it has to be all, you know, sunshine and unicorn.
Those things are important because of the work that we all do, not just us. We're not some special group of people, but what we do is hard. We're constantly working, and we're constantly talking about this business, and we're constantly trying to develop our employees, make the property look nice, try to present a great video for you each and every week, you know, 5 of them every week, you know, and then grow the plants all at the same time and produce a very nice product. So that, I mean, for the majority, that happens like all the time. You know, you're going to mess up. But, you know, it's those, you know, that's important.
It is important. And I think this world, too, there's so much negativity in this world, just for the simple fact of, in this age of technology where we can know of everything that happens across instantly. Every bad thing that ever happens in the world, we can know about within a couple of minutes, it seems like.
I'm thankful for technology. I appreciate it.
Right, because without technology, we wouldn't be able to do this.
We wouldn't be doing this, and then, you know, we wouldn't be able to, you know, start an e-commerce store and you know, sell our plants all over, and you know, and that's been part of our busy week and weeks. You know, they all been along for that. That thing's finally taken off. If you saw the video that came out the day before this one, right? So it came out
Monday. So the video came
Monday, but the one that you just did, you know, where we were pushing.
I don't know. So when we have, that's why I'm like, I don't know. So just to give you a little behind the glimpse, like behind the scenes, when this is the week of Thanksgiving, right? And so no matter what, we do 5 videos a week. We put out 5 videos a week. However, I want to slow down and enjoy the holiday with my family. So we have been videoing a lot, and we've been doing 2 videos or 3 videos a day. So this is where they kind of all run together. So that way we can have the videos, edit them, get them up on YouTube, and then kind of not forget about them, but we don't have to film and edit and upload during the holiday. And so we can take time, and I can be in my sweatpants and my sweatshirt, no makeup, and in my slippers, and slinging turkey and having fun and being with my mama all day and the kids and baking, and Emily's bringing home a friend from college, and doing all those things. So that's why the videos just at this point are kind of running together. So
well, it's where we really said that the pre-ordering is open.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that,
I don't know when that's running, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's before this video. So if you missed it, it's there, and pre-ordering is open for spring 2024. So that's we're thankful to be able to get to that point in November.
Right.
I mean, my word. I mean, we did this 2 years ago in 2021, and we got the website up. It was not until February of 2021 that we launched the sales. So we're already well ahead.
4 months ahead.
For spring. We already started selling. This past fall was a test run for the organization to get its wheels moving, and there's things that happen. That doesn't mean that.
Well, and just to say though that we, thank you for all you sweet people that ordered from us, right away, because yes, we've done e-commerce before, but you still have to work out the kinks, and you always will. Like any kind of business, I don't care what kind of business you're in, you are always refining and making things better. But especially you folks who did that order with us in the fall for those shrubs, and you were patient with us, and you were understanding when we're like, okay, it's coming, I promise it's coming, or we're out of stock right now, but we're getting it. So truly, we are very, very grateful for you and your support and your patience and your understanding. We try that the best is the standard. Best is the standard, right? Take a little quote from Coach Dabo Schmeedy. And but we know that we're not going to be perfect, but we strive to be the best and to do the best. So know that that's where our heart comes from.
Yeah,
and that we want to help you. We want to. I promise we are not sitting here conniving and scheming and figuring out ways for us to swindle out your money.
Yeah, we talked to him about that a couple of weeks ago.
So it's nice for those of you that took a chance on us in the beginning, and you're patient and understanding, and it's only going to get better, and it's only going to get more amazing and offer you more plants and customer service, and that's the thing is, we've talked about this before, it's you're not just supporting our family. Mm-hmm. You're not supporting our family. You are supporting multiple families. That's another thing that we're so grateful for is our employees.
Yeah, the group of employees that we currently have are amazing.
They're phenomenal.
So they're all learning, just like me.
All of us. We're here on Earth. We're learning.
But the thing is, they strive to want to do the best, and strive to want to do a good job, and can do things without much direction. They kind of get the idea of how it wants to go and what they want to do, what we want, and they do it. Like Cece, the day setting up the garden center inside the nursery. I didn't have to tell her that.
They understand our passion, and they share our desire to offer you the best experience possible. And they take ownership of their work and their job, and they're passionate about what they do, and they're excited to be here because, let's just face it, sometimes it's not, working outside 6 days a week is not the most glamorous job. It's hot, it's sweaty, or it's pouring down rain, or you're freezing cold, and it can be challenging, let's just say, working outdoors. But they're always so happy to be here, and such willing spirits, and if you ask anything of them, they are, sure, no problem, we got this. And the teamwork among them and us is just top notch, and we could not do this without them.
No.
There's no way. Absolutely no way.
No.
So just as a little, because I want to give them a shout out. So I think you have heard us talk about them coming and going in different areas. But so Cece is gosh, she has a fun story with us because she was actually a customer of ours years and years ago at the farmer's market. So she has 3 girls who are essentially our kids' age. And so she was a customer of ours at the farmer's market. Life happens, and we still live in the same town, but we just didn't see each other. Long story short, we snagged her. Jerry snagged her. She was the nursery manager, garden center manager at our local Lowe's, and Jerry grabbed her, and she came, this spring?
Yep.
It was this spring?
Yeah, I talked to her last fall. She was out here getting some stuff, and, we're just chit-chatting about it,
Right. So she is a force to be reckoned with at the nursery. She has such a love for people, so she is amazing with our customers, and we have gotten letters and comments and personal emails and messages talking about from customers how much they love CC, how much she helped them, and how kind she was. A lot of times if you call the nursery, you might talk to CC. She is just a wonderful human being. She knows plants, she loves plants, and is just a wonderful, wonderful addition to the Creekside family, and we are incredibly grateful. And then we have sweet Alyssa. Alyssa came to work for us when she was a freshman in college or starting college or had finished her first year. So I think she's been with us for 3 or 4 years. And Alyssa is the one who is getting married here end of May. Ceremony is at the nursery, reception's here at the house, and Alyssa has taken up the banner big time of the whole e-commerce and the shipping and the online store.
Yeah, we started working with her, and just she and I would go back and forth with all the different systems that we were putting into place, and it's just not one thing. That's what's like, you have to get, I don't even know if I can name them all, but I'm not going to name the names of it, but it's the logistics of the softwares that are responsible for trying to make all of this run, and not just the e-commerce, but also the retail. You're dealing with, at least a handful or more of softwares trying to make all of this go. And she and I have gone back and forth, and she has just taken the lead in it, and she's understanding it and making it work. And I'm very grateful for all that and her commitment and dedication to, make this work. We're still trying to figure some things out and fine tune it. We'll get
that
it.
That will never stop. You go to these big e-commerce.
They all do.
They do. They're constantly tweaking and refining. So we are incredibly grateful for Alyssa because she is handling it like a champ. And then we have Andrew, and Andrew is head of landscaping. He was with us, through college, graduated from college last year, went to go work at a office job, and we grabbed him back this early spring.
Yeah, it was like
sometime.
It was late spring.
Late spring?
Yeah, it was late spring because it was whenever when we went down to the race, the NASCAR race.
That was Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. So he had started that week.
Okay, so in May. So Andrew is a landscape manager. So if you have landscaping services that you're looking at, you're going to deal with Andrew. So he will come out. He's the one that installs it. Work together as a team. Anyway. Andrew is amazing. He recently got married as well, and he and his Grace are just most precious. And so we are incredibly grateful for Andrew, not only because of him handling the landscape portion of Creekside, but also with projects here at the nursery.
Right. Yeah, he's currently helping us with the
full
signature garden right now.
Full, what do you call it? I can't even think, y'all. At the end of the day, it's like.
Just take full advantage of his
Thank you.
skills and things that we need, which was part of that position's design. And ultimately, that position is to have multiple foremen underneath him and then other workers to shore that up.
Yeah, so if you have somebody that wants to come join the landscape crew at Creekside, let us know, because we have got a lot of availability.
Because it's just not landscaping, because you're going to, in January, you're going to be in production and planting plants. You're going to be maintenance of gardens here at Creekside. You're going to go out and do, projects with Andrew and installs. I mean, we've already done more installs or have more installs for quotes than we did last fall, just because I could not keep up with them and just couldn't do them.
Yeah, so if you have a wonderful, willing attitude and eager to learn and eager to be outside all the time, and shoot us a message, and we would love to begin a conversation.
Send it to orders at Gardening with Creekside, and we'll be in contact.
Yeah. And then certainly we have Randy. So Randy is another amazing addition to our staff. She is a mama of 2 girls, and so she does work a little bit of a limited schedule, which is, we fully knew that when we asked her to come join us, but she's so amazing that we're like, we'll take you whenever we can get you. So she is able to work with her, she and her husband Sean kind of coordinate school drop-off, and then she picks them up in the afternoon. But Randy is, first, an amazing gardener. Her yard is stunning.
She has the eye for it.
She has the eye, and then because she has the eye, she helps design these landscapes with Andrew. So we kind of work, she and I and Andrew kind of work together sometimes on designing these landscapes for our customers. And so she has an amazing eye for just gardens and creating colors and textures and putting them together. So she is phenomenal and just the most precious thing ever. So if you're out here at the nursery, you will meet Randy, and she just has a very kind and gentle spirit, and it's wonderful. And then of course, we got our 3 ragamuffins that help at the nursery. So our Megan, who is 16, does a lot of the editing for us. And of course, Jackson, always on the machines, loves the machines. And then even Emily, being at school, is helping some with customer service and answering emails and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I've talked to both of them. So most if you're out here in the summer, you've probably seen Emily at checkout and Meredith at checkout, and both of them will be back here in May and be dedicated to the team and available for any type of labor that is thrown at them. We've had serious conversations with one another, and we're very thankful for their positive attitude and wanting to work every day that we can give them. So that's the plan.
We love our 19-year-olds.
Meredith
Let's just
loves
say that.
Driving the dump truck.
She does. So we have an incredible staff that we are very, very grateful for. So just the whole as a whole package.
And Kelly,
right?
Most of you don't get to see Kelly that
Kelly
much, and Kelly's training to be a nurse, and she has a very limited schedule.
Yes, because she's in nursing school and a mama.
Very key when she is here. She's an excellent, well-rounded person.
She will outwork any person, I dare say. I mean, she is a force to be reckoned with.
Normally, if we get the schedules right, you're going to see Andrew and Kelly at your home, and then myself
for landscapes.
And then
we're not just going to randomly show up at your house.
Yeah, and Jackson's been coming in as a crew member, and he's enjoying it. So so that's where you see. So very, very, very much so thankful for Kelly. She's been with us a long time.
She has been with us for a long time, and she is, like I said, she is a wonderful force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
And while we're glad that she's going to be a nurse, we also would like to keep her here. But
it's all good.
Such is life. We have to.
It is.
Let our babies go and fly.
There's more, and we'll just keep. There'll be someone new that shows up, hopefully.
That's right. The Lord
That's one
always
thing
provides.
I have been taught, that it can change quickly, and the next thing you know, just like the team that we have, it happened fairly quick this spring. It did. Yes.
It did. The Lord always provides, and He just gives us exactly what we need when we need it, and you walk by faith, and there you go.
Yeah. I am thankful for equipment.
You and Jackson both. I am too. And can we just say, and I'm just going to insert this right here, Jerry is also thankful to have a wife who says, yes, buy that piece of equipment. What? No, yes, we need that. It's going to make you more efficient. It's going to save your body, and you're not going to be as tired or get hurt. Buy the equipment. I don't care if it's a power planter auger that he bought years and years ago to help him on landscape jobs, or if it's the Kubota or the John Deere or the excavator.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Every piece that we've ever purchased, it has always turned out to be very useful here and beyond.
Right.
Especially landscaping. So yeah, very thankful. It saves backs, saves
work smarter,
time,
not harder.
It makes things even better sometimes for the job itself for planting.
It does.
Especially augers.
Right, because it just aerates the soil so much better.
Yep.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finally thankful for Chevrolet. I don't know.
Oh, my word. Chevy, are you listening?
So we had our dump truck. We have not talked about this.
It's not a dump truck.
It is considered a dump truck, or a landscape dump.
It's not like a dump truck like people think of a dump truck.
It's a Chevrolet 5500, so it's a mid-sized truck with a custom body. It has a toolbox, called like a backpack is what they call it, and then on that is a landscape dump. It has flip down sides, and you can load it up full of mulch and dump it just like a regular dump truck.
And you've seen it on videos because we've used it like hauling plants down to the nursery.
Yeah, so that thing went out sometime right after Andrew was here in May, and it was gone. We just now got it back, like last week. And we had it home for 3 days, and then it went haywire again.
So basically what would happen is the entire dash would go out when you're driving. You're driving and the dash completely goes out. Jerry would even be able to start the truck and then, quote, turn it off. It wasn't turned off. Pull the key out, and the truck is still completely running.
So it looks like they replaced wiring harnesses, replaced a fuse box, and then they were still having some blinking stuff. And then they took all the console out, and they found this one loose ground wire, which ultimately I think is what caused all of the problems. Probably caused some shorting out in that fuse box and started to cause more issues.
But can we say we are grateful that, one, the truck didn't catch on fire when we had, whether it was Emily and Megan, or not Megan, Meredith,
whoever,
or anybody in that truck, that it did not just like spontaneously combust and go into flames. And then that it is fixed and it is back, because when you're counting on a piece of equipment and you don't have it for 6 months.
Yeah, it was bad.
It causes some problems. So we are grateful.
We're working out all the issues between the two of us on like not having it for 6 months, and you can.
Because we had the truck less than a year.
I can't even remember now.
Yeah, it's not like we've had this truck for years and years.
It's brand new. It still has warranty. It has 2,000 miles on it. So
yeah, that just kind of gives you a little bit of context on that.
Yeah, so we're thankful for the engineers at Chevrolet to be able to get it fixed, and the technicians, and at Randy Marion Chevrolet in Mooresville, North Carolina, for not giving up on it and working at it and getting it fixed for us. They were not at fault in any way. It was just manufacturing from Chevrolet.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. What else? Well, I will say this. This is not an exclusive list of what we're thankful for.
Heck no.
This is a very kind of like off the cuff.
We could sit here and go on and on. I don't know if you want to listen to me talk for an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, we got to eat supper sometime, so.
But yeah.
We don't want Jerry to get hangry.
I am ready to.
I am not thankful when Jerry is hangry. None of our family is thankful.
But I think this is the odd thing that you do have to remember. You're thankful for all these things, and you can think about them. We can all name them over and over and over and over. But you also have to be thankful for the hard times that happen.
Yes. And
things that you get stretched in positions or problems that persist, and then you find a way through them, because usually when that happens, there is major growth coming. Yeah. And you have to be thankful for those times.
Right.
You have to be.
Consider it all joy.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have certainly had, and a prime example of that is when we did our first round of e-commerce and shipping 2 years ago. It was awful. On our end, like
really successful though. We got most of the plants there.
It was very successful.
It was hard on us, is what she's saying.
We didn't have the systems in place, and it was a very, very stressful time.
We worked very hard, to get it done, and it was hard on, us, the family.
So we're very grateful now, looking back on that first round, and as hard as it was on us as a family, but it taught us what we needed to know and to do and to have in place before we started this again, and that we're now set up for long-term success. Like, we don't feel like this can go on for years and years and years and years and only continue to grow. And so that's a great point, right? So be thankful for the hard times as well.
Yes, we're very thankful for those, and people around you, and just because we can't get things done without each other.
You can do anything, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
That is a very wise piece of advice that I heard. I did not come up with that, but I have embraced that. So we can do anything, right? You give me a job. I mean, you understand what I'm saying here. I'm not a brain surgeon, but we can do a lot of different stuff, but we can't do it all. And we're only human. You're only human. So if you can't do it all, get the people in your life that can take up those areas and come in and support you, whatever that looks like in your life, right? And so we are not meant to do everything, and we are very, very grateful.
One last crazy plug, because I just cannot help it. Because if you have stayed here to the end to watch this video,
God bless you.
Now, 2024 is coming, and
In
your annuals are there. Pink Cashmere Verbena
6 weeks
is a lot of people wanting that thing. So if you get there early, you're going to be able to get it.
Yes, and I will say too, if you go to the website, if you haven't signed up to get like text messages and or emails, if you sign up for that, if you sign up for text messages, then you will get 20% off an order. 20% is a pretty darn good little chunk of change. So you go in there and you do your pre-orders and you do a nice big bulk for your, like if and you're planning for your annuals for next year, I would love 20% off of a nice size order.
So anyway, and there's some other things coming on there, a new product being launched, and the only reason I'm not talking about it right now is I can't remember if I'm supposed to. The whole thing's my idea and your idea, and we just haven't really.
There's a lot going on, people.
A lot going on. We haven't really figured out the timing on that. So anyway. Just if you saw the end of this, you've got a little
inside scoop.
little notch there in your cap.
We're awesome. So we are incredibly grateful for you. Whether you support us simply just by watching the videos and you've watched all the way to the end, thank you.
Yes.
When you comment, thank you. You don't know that even just you by commenting helps us and helps our channel. A lot of you sweet people are like, come on, y'all, get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, please. This is So whether you watch us or you come out here and you meet us and you come to the nursery and you shop, or if you're just passing through and you can't take plants home and you want to stop by and say hey, or if you're ordering from us online or whatever it is, however you're involved with Creekside Nursery and gardening with Creekside, just know that we greatly appreciate you. We see you. We feel your support. We feel your love. We feel your encouragement. And I mean, who would have thought that, two former teachers living in Dallas, North Carolina, which is a little dot on the map, would have this kind of success in bringing in these kinds of people. So we are incredibly grateful for you and the support that you not only bring our family, but those of our employees and the businesses that we deal with, because you're also helping them and supporting them as well through Creekside. So
because like you said, we have those two youngins. Andrew just got married and Alyssa's getting ready to get married, and you are supporting two new marriages, two new unions of a husband and a wife. So that is important, and we've dedicated that, and in what you're doing and everything, if it's just a comment, a positive comment supports that.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, y'all. We love you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our fellow U.S. citizens and folks here, and have a great Thanksgiving. This is going to be the week of stretchy pants. Can I get an amen on that?
Yes.
I'm going to eat all the food and be very, very happy.
Stretchy pants.
We won't talk about that, but anyway, y'all, have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.